Right now, across regional news outlets, a serious question is being debated. Are Pakistan and Afghanistan moving toward a full-scale war? This map shows the specific flashpoints. The Pakistani Air Force has been crossing the border to conduct targeted airstrikes on the regions of Paktika and Kunar. These operations are highly public. The Pakistani military has recorded targeting footage from jets like this one and uploaded it to social media, using the strikes as evidence of military strength for their domestic audience. The United Nations has now stepped in to verify the consequences of these incursions. Their data shows that the bombings killed 28 civilians, the majority of them women and children. Many analysts see these strikes as a political tool. By engaging in cross-border violence, Pakistan can divert public attention away from its own internal economic and political crises. Pakistan is utilizing the lack of an Afghan air force to project power. But this reliance on lopsided strikes is initiating a chain reaction that may soon remove that advantage entirely. Afghanistan's core vulnerability is visible in its hardware. While the Taliban inherited vast amounts of leftover equipment, they possess no modern air defense systems. This leaves Afghan airspace open. Foreign fighter jets can operate over the country without the risk of being engaged from the ground. There is a notable contradiction in the regional response. Pakistan frequently condemns civilian casualties in Gaza, yet it is now carrying out its own bombing campaign against civilian-populated areas in Afghanistan. Major regional players like Saudi Arabia and the UAE have remained silent on the casualties, offering no official pushback against the strikes. India officially characterized the strikes as a threat to regional peace, but they have made it clear that their involvement ends at the diplomatic level. New Delhi is prioritizing its strategic relationship with the United States, adopting a cautious approach that avoids direct intervention in this specific border conflict. Within Afghanistan, the sentiment is shifting. Faced with aerial bombardment they cannot stop, the Taliban is looking for any partner willing to provide the means to fight back. This undefended sky and international apathy has left the Taliban with a single option: finding a new military ally to close the gap in their defenses. That ally appears to be Russia. Just last month, the Taliban entered into a quiet military agreement with Moscow. On the surface, the deal is limited. The goal is for Russian military to help repair and maintain old Soviet-era equipment that has been in the country for decades. However, Russian envoy Zamir Kabulov noted this technical cooperation is merely a starting point, stating it paves the way for future defense contracts. The most effective asset Russia could provide for these future contracts is a dedicated air defense system, such as the S-300. Even an older variant of this system provides the specific capability Afghanistan lacks: the ability to track and intercept hostile aircraft from the ground. For Russia, this isn't about regional stability. It is a calculated entry into a strategic vacuum, using an arms deal to establish a foothold in a region where they long sought influence. There is a practical obstacle. The Taliban does not have the cash reserves to purchase advanced missile systems like the S-300. To pay for this protection, the Taliban may be forced to offer something other than money, potentially granting Russia a military base within Afghan territory. This arrangement would allow Russia to project its military reach all the way to the northern limits of South Asia. This creates a direct consequence for Pakistan. The strikes they launched to project domestic strength have instead provided justification for a global power to establish a military presence on their border. Aggression without foresight often creates an opening for a more formidable opponent. By targeting a neighbor that could not defend itself, Pakistan has effectively invited a much larger threat to its doorstep.
If you value clarity over chaos, explore more on Clear Lens X.